after mosquitoes have fed on me all night, which is part of the gang stalking, I still do not have a reply from the manager here. This is the manager of Camping Periopolis. As we can see, he sends me incorrect invoices. Oh no, it says down the bottom a different amount. Anyway, as you can see, is the manager here, and I've told him it's necessary that I register my complaints, so please give me the required contact information or complaint pathway. And he still neglects to manage the situation and do his duty. Sorry, I'm just taking out my retainer. So apparently there is a problem that I'm using the mountain road, which is a public road. You're going to see a video where I talk and approach the security lady, asking her what the problem is, and she said something about, well, I asked, is it that I'm carrying shopping bags back? And I do not understand why me using a public road is an issue. And he's given me a warning, but why is there no logical reason given that I cannot use a public road? So he won't give me a law that I'm breaking or even a reason, and he will not give me administration staff contact, email or phone number, or any complaint pathway. So he's preventing me from lodging an official complaint. Doesn't matter if the administration staff knows what someone else has said, and then I don't get to speak my side of the story. This is a perfect gang stalking example, you see. The administration staff already knows this, and they have had complaints about you entering and exiting on a path that is not the correct one. What he means is it's not the main entrance to the camping. That's what this is all about. You're going to see all this talked about in several other videos, including 2 organic portal CUCKS gang on me with misinformation and illogic, and also the security guard approach video, which I've forgotten the title of the video, but I'll link them in the description. He said he's not going to give any more further explanations, you see. You must enter and exit through the campsite gate. Now, this is interesting because I'm not the only one who, goes across. Actually, I may as well show it. Who goes across over here to the right. There's a road that comes up and down here, and I just cross the fence. And I'm not the only one that goes there to collect wood, and that means everybody should get the warning. Doesn't matter if I'm walking all the way down the road or 1 meter on it. And he said I'll be invited to leave. What if I don't accept the invitation? Ridiculous wording, right? Anyway, so I'm in the campsite. That's correct. I pay for a private camping site, but the road is public, where the problem is issued about. So I don't see why, and like I said, why is it wrong to use public space? He said for something is the perimeter with the metal mesh, the fence, which is broken. So, and I didn't break it. So this is the problem. All he says is it's wrong, but why? And there's no law broken. And it's only because they're getting complaints from the security lady. So really the security lady is the one she is of the bull ride. It just says here because it's a bad translation, but what he means is Cerro del Toro, the mountain, the road that I just pointed to on my camera. Like I said here, it is a public road or not? Because if it's public, I can access it because I'm a member of the public. Now, to the second issue here, and he's admitted, sometimes we have a problem with the water, it is solved, but we also have complaints about the security of the bull ride, the road that we just went over. So now let's get to the second issue. You're going to see that in two organic portal cucks approach me or gang on me with illogic and misinformation, saying I had an hour-and-a-half shower, which I have absolutely no evidence of, which is complete exaggeration. And apparently I used all hot water, which was not correct, because when I finished the shower there was still plenty of hot water. Well, it was still running warm, still running hot. So I didn't use it all, so that would be misinformation, and it would be illogical to say that I've used the entire tank, which I have here somewhere in a picture. This massive tank, even if I took a 2-hour shower, I could not use that entire tank. That looks like hundreds of litres, possibly what? I don't know how many hundreds of litres, but it's huge and it's wood heated. There's no way I could use that in my half-an-hour shower, which was the actual case, half an hour, even in an hour and a half, if that was the case, which it isn't. And I asked him here, please forward me your superior's phone number so I can register the complaint appropriately. And he said, you're talking to the manager. Yeah, I know who I'm talking to because I've had plenty of conversations with him. So I clearly said, pass me your superior phone. And I said that both in Spanish there and in English. So you can see twice he neglects to pass me his superior's contact details to avoid any problems on his behalf, but only to create problems for me. Again, this is why this is such a perfect example of gang stalking, because I'm being ganged up upon, right? And then, they neglect their duties, right? I have to do everything they say, but they don't do anything that I ask or say, right? So all one-sided. Like I said here also, the hot water did not even flow for the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of the shower. Maybe that's why it took a little bit longer as well, because the facilities at Camping Periopolis, Uruguay don't work properly, as we just saw him admit below. He said there was a problem and allegedly they've fixed it now. We'll see. Because the problem has been going on for the entire stay here for several months. So I'd like to see if it's actually even fixed. And I said, you should seek to fix the issue instead of incorrectly labeling me as abusing something, which is not the case. Because I didn't abuse or have an hour and a half, and you'd have to define your wording. What is abusive? There is no signs anywhere saying temporal, how long can I shower for or anything. No signs exist. Nobody's said anything before. So they just want to exaggerate because they're part of my gang stalking. And that's this lady you're seeing here, the rat cleaner. Look at her eyes. Look at those eyes. So she's the one that literally sits in the toilet, which you can see in my video, Uruguay resonates at East German Nazism resonance. And you will see my video with the two cucks who approached me, the main guy, clearly a cuck or bitch man. And I asked him there, you see also ignored. Like I said, I'm abusively using hot water, leaving other people unable to use it. There was definitely hot water still left. I even showed that in the CUCKS video as well. Went down there, it was still warm. I guess you can't really see it on the video, but anyway, I also was ignored when I asked him what's the official date that this campsite closes. He clearly did not answer me, right? That was on January 16th. And then he just puts his agenda forth, you see, whenever suits him. So there you go. And you're going to see him in another video with another dark picture. Maybe try not being a drunk DJ. As you can see, we talk a lot. And so yeah, I just wanted to put that as part of this story on there, because this is going to be the reason I'm going to wind up homeless. Because now, you know, I'm going to have to ask him about the staff. I'm going to have to ask him, you know, is this guy part of your staff? Because as you'll see in the CUCKS video, 2 Organic Portals CUCKS gang on me with misinformation and illogic. He neglects to give me his name. So I don't know if he's camping staff, I don't know his name. So this is how they always operate, nameless and faceless. She was trying to hide from the camera. Look at those eyes. The rat cleaner. Wait, is this the video? Oh no, it's just a screenshot. So as you can see there, you know, I'm going to have to, seemingly I will be creating the problems, but I won't be, because he's neglecting to manage the situation. So now I have to try and manage the situation. How am I going to pay if I'm in fear? How am I going to pay for the next month if I'm in fear that I will get kicked out? I'm not going to pay for another month, am I? Because there's incorrect complaints being made about me and misinformation being spread about me, and that's how they begin this. That's how the ganging up begins. We already know this on this channel, that organic portals, soulless, spiritless humans of this matrix NPCs, tears, use illogic and misinformation. And that's how they get a gang of other participants going against you, while neglecting their duties, while, you know, they have no problems, right? So this is just part of the story of this little saga. And yeah, now my next move is to go to the police station. See, now I have to bother myself and watch my complaints, like here with the manager of Camping Periopolis, Ruben. Even if I go to the police, it doesn't matter where you go, what authority, if you have a spirit, a higher light body, no authorities of this demon world of so-called life will ever help you. So, but I'm still going to try, and I'm going to try and record everything so you can also simultaneously see how communistic Uruguay is. And communists are the worst organic portals, because they all gang up in a community-like style of multiple people, meaning a gang, and then begin to stalk you. Like you're going to see, they keep coming to my tent. 4 of the people associated with this stuff of this camping have come to my tent. I've filmed at the CUCKS, another guy, the groundskeeper, Julio. And you know, what's interesting about this is I'm going to have to push this, because I want to take this to its ultimatum. What is the law? What is the reason, like I said here in the message, that I can't use the public road? Well, because I'm in a private camping, I cannot use public property. That doesn't even make sense. The public property right next to the private camping I'm paying for should also be accessible to me. And I'm not jumping a fence even if I was. Wow, what a big deal to kick someone out. There's broken parts of the fence I'm simply walking through. I didn't break them. Maybe you should fix the property perimeter. because technically I'm not even, you know, surmounting a fence all the time. So, you know, my next move is to go to the security lady, filming me getting a photo of her and asking her for her details, which obviously she won't give. Then I'll take that footage to the police and say, look, she won't give me her contacts, her name or anything. She's a security guard of this mountain road next to me here, this public mountain road, which apparently they cordon off. So how is it privatized when it's a mountain? Which is interesting. I'm sure it's public, right? Because it's accessible to the public all day. Be interesting to know and find out. That's why I have to push all this. I want to find out if that's how communist they are. That would meet definitions of communism, you know, just saying, oh yeah, hey, we just like own the land. So now you can see the entire world is, you know, run by communist organic portals. I've said this before, the land heist in the world is the reason you're a slave. If they didn't own the land, you could just live somewhere wherever you wanted, right? So this entire world is a communist world of organic portals, and I've said communists are organic portals. And I'm revealing that over and over in all my videos. So then when I go to the police, I'm going to be asking what's the law I'm breaking. Maybe they'll say you can't jump the fence. But there is no fence to jump, and you know, even if there is a fence, why can't I, you know, it's a low fence, why can't I jump over it instead of walk all the way down the bottom of the hill, go up the road just to walk back up here? You're going to see this in another video. I mean, this is all ridiculous and just a waste of time. And actually I want to register several complaints about this place. Where is it? Here? No, not here. Here. 5 separate complaints. So these are my 5 separate complaints now. I've organised my 5 separate complaints, including staff abuse. The second guy who approached me in the Organic Portals CUCK video, you're going to see the guy on the left. You'll hear me even say to him, you entered my shower, I should have punched you. You know, you're lucky nothing like that happened. Matching your abuse with my abuse, and I realised at the time and always that's not correct, so I didn't do any physical things. But he entered my shower by removing the shower curtain and looking at me in the shower, and this was, you know, last week. So that's interesting. Checking what I'm doing in the shower while I'm naked behind the shower curtain. That's the second cuck you'll see, not the guy I showed you in the yellow pants, but you'll see the other guy in the same video. So I call that staff abuse. Entering my shower while I'm naked behind the shower curtain. That's my first complaint that I want to register with the administration staff here of Camping Periopolis, Uruguay. Then there's the staff mistreatment and incorrect information rumour, name slander, public road, and that's the shower bullshit, that I had a super long shower and ran out the water, which was not the case. Complete made up fallacy. And then also the public road access and targeting. I want to talk about that with the administrative staff and lodge a complaint. And then there is the failing camping infrastructure, which I've showed in example of Uruguayan horrible infrastructure, where we can see, you know, there's no missing toilet seats, there's no shower heads on the shower, broken chairs around, the taps don't open and close properly in the bathroom either. The fences are broken. As you can see here, for instance, the pantellas, you know, they're not set up properly, they're all broken. That's broken. It doesn't even have a top on it to charge. Right. See my device sitting there? So that is just the charging point on a tree with no top, so if it rains you can get a short circuit. So there's the failing infrastructure, and then there's the staff drug use, and then the manager's refusal to give me camping administration contact information and or accepting recording my complaints. And then I have evidence of the .4 staff drug use there, the main groundskeeper. You're going to see that in a video. I've captured hive mind activity. And he's drunk and using cannabis on the job. That's this guy. Here he says no idea, but you're going to see the video that he actually came to my tent asking me, you know, and telling me how much. He said 120 pesos per gram, you know. So I actually have that probably still here. Sí, por cannabis.
¿Cuánto querés?
Oh no, so he just asked me how much I want. You're going to see that video as well.
Pregunta tú, ¿cuánto es por gramo?
150.
So there you go.
150.
There's him telling me about the prices. And that is, where is his picture? Yeah. That's this guy, the main groundskeeper. So there's the video evidence of that. I've got him walking away in the video so we actually visualize him as well. May as well show that. Add it in. There he is walking away. Clearly the same person. No one was around, as you'll see in the video. Point 5, I have the WhatsApp messages we've just witnessed. Point 3, the video of the failing infrastructure that I aforementioned. I guess I'll put the links all in the description. I have videos of that, and then point 2, video footage of the camping staff approaching me with dubious claims, incorrect information, without evidence, amounting to slander against me.